So yeah, let's get started. Has anyone got a problem this week?
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Go on, Ezra.
Do you guys mind if I
Yeah,
start?
go
Do
on.
your
Go
thing.
on.
No,
Do your thing.
My Matt is transport for London. This is a message for you for your users.
I got many problems.
Okay. You people that actually just run on the train
You
before I've
stole
even
my
got off.
problem.
Sorry.
You teach my problem.
We some great minds think alike. Well, I agree.
Run it up.
Yeah. When you are pushing past me to get on a train that I've not even left yet,
How rude.
is it your father's train? Is it? Is train book? Is not your dad's train. Get out of here, man.
I think those people should be arrested.
Wallahi al-Azim.
Like, I'm not even joking as well. I'm being deadly serious.
Quick.
Because I'll push someone. How about that?
Yeah.
Now
I'll never,
what?
I'll never make room
No,
for
but
them.
now what?
Yeah, I got strong
Now I've
shoulders.
pushed you. Now what?
Yeah.
Now
Bring
what?
it.
Where do we go
Someone
from here?
quads, babe.
Where do we go from here? How about that?
I think TFL's got like his own London culture.
It does.
Underground's got his own culture.
Of course it
I
does.
don't know what it is, man.
But you should adhere
It's
to
so
it.
weird.
If you're going to come into the big capital city, yeah, you've got to follow the blood clot rules.
Yeah, man.
So sorry.
Then
You
people that just stand on the wrong side of the escalator and
Thank
don't
you.
even try.
Yeah.
You can't come here. Oh my God, I sound like a nationalist.
You can't come
You
here.
can't come in this
Get on our
country.
tubes.
Yeah.
No, but
Take
you
over
can't.
escalators.
You can't come here and start doing your own little rules and tricks. No, babe. Follow the rules. Should I say my problem?
What's your
Yeah,
problem?
go on.
I got beef to pick.
Crazy.
It's about the dentist. Yeah, I've been to
up
the
with the
dentist. That's
dentist?
why I can't eat sweets at the minute. Anyways, basically, and it's the same with the GP. I always go to the GP or the dentist knowing what's wrong. But with
Yeah.
the dentist, for example, I know what's wrong. I've gone there. You've looked in there. Charge me the bread, and then you're gonna charge me again for the actual service. So like, I know what's wrong. So the checkup costs £30. Then you're gonna charge me £70 to come back when you could have just fixed it there and then.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
The dentists are scamming you.
Yeah.
They think I don't know,
Yeah,
but
T.
I'm onto them. How
T.
can you do tap, 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 £30?
Just counting
You
your
haven't even
teeth.
done anything.
Yeah.
You haven't even fucking done anything.
Yeah,
They
real
think
shit.
they're slick and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Have to have the eyes closed as well. They just go like this.
They're not, let me
Yeah,
tell you
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I'll tell you for free. They ain't doing nothing in there. They're doing tap, tap A, tap, tap B, tap, tap 3,
Innit?
2,
How do
1.
they know what
Yeah,
that,
and
what
they're
that
just
even
chatting
means?
to their
They're saying
assistant,
some
like,
numbers and some letters. I'm like, how do you know what that means?
They're just
Like,
saying stuff, then they slap you with the £30 bill, come back next week, will drill up the thing. And I'm like, babe, you could have just drilled it right now.
do you remember back in the day when I used to give them sunglasses? The little kid ones,
Yeah.
innit? Bah, them shades
No,
were
you see when you go to,
mad.
did you ever watch Impractical Jokers?
Yeah.
You see the one where they play with the chair and they have the guy almost like tipping out. I always think of that whenever I'm in the chair and I start creasing. It's so bad. It's so bad. I've been to the dentist since.
Clearly.
But also, if you vote Conservative,
Wow, I just sorry. Wow.
I'm joking.
I got a problem.
I can't
It's
even
with you.
see. My contacts are all dodgy.
Oh, rewind that.
Jesus.
I was just joking. That was just a bit friendly banter between
It's
us.
alright. It's okay.
But you see that itemized medical invoice? If you vote Conservative, you're going to have to do that for a cut leg, bruv.
100
Your leg will be cut and they'll tell you
100%.
£80 because I told you your leg's cut.
Calling the ambulance will
Yeah.
be 2 bags.
Mental, innit?
You might as well call
Boy, I'm
hospital.
actually scared. I don't want that to happen, you know.
That's happening,
I
babe.
swear to God, bro, it scares me.
I will hold your hand through it, but it's
alright.
gonna happen, babe. Do you know what I mean?
It's all right, man.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Word in the cupboard, face the bill. Welcome back to the Got a Problem podcast. If you got a problem, whether it's with a pop culture moment, whether it's politics, whether you got a personal problem, or even the way someone blinks, you're at the right place.
Wow.
I'm one of your hosts. I'm Max. You most know me for talking about music online. I'm with the lovely.
Isra, hi. I'm an award-winning presenter, just thought I'd slap that in.
Come on.
For content.
Woo!
We've got to scream and clap every week.
Yeah, they love me. They really love me. I'm a radio
You're all
presenter.
winners.
What was that?
You're all winners.
Oh, we're all
We're all
winners.
winners.
Yeah, we are.
We all win. And if you're a loser, you know what my dad used to say before we carry on? My dad used to say, if you came last, you're actually first from behind. So
Whoa.
That's quite-
perspective.
Yeah.
I only link over
profound.
that, you know.
Wallahi, Arab dads, yeah.
There's too much wisdom going on here.
Come last.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's actually a shout.
Yeah, can't do it.
Perspective.
But my name is Isra. I'm an award-winning presenter. I do radio and I also create content and just make you giggle.
Lovely.
Amir, content creator, also the host of Last of the Road podcast. Again, thank you so much for having me again for another week.
We wouldn't have anyone else.
Yeah.
Love you.
But me.
But if you left, we would replace you. Anyway,
Last but not least,
my name is Kim. I'm from sunny South East London. I'm a presenter. I host Out of Office with Kim podcast, and I just chat nonsense on TikTok like the rest of these people. To be fair,
it's all nonsense.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
Because we love to chat.
We'll just
She's
chat
not
shit.
wrong.
We'll just chat
She's
shit.
not wrong.
Okay, producers, what's on the menu today?
Right, so let's get into the Got a Problem charts.
All
The
right.
First one on the chart is religious appropriation.
You guys are just creating new things. isn't it?
Techisha.
I can't say I've heard of that term, you know. But
Nah.
let's do
Part
it.
of me doesn't even want to talk about this, yeah, but Lil Nas, like, really? You use all that Christian stuff to promote your new song, which is obviously blasphemous. Like, can we just deep it? Like, all of that talk to then do this. There's a picture of his new album of him on a cross, mocking our Lord and Saviour. Bro, like, come on. And the thing is, I didn't know whether I wanted to make this video because I don't want to even add to it, because I feel like the more Christians talk about it, the more clicks and more views and more likes he's getting. But I'm just confused because it's like you made this whole spiel. I was hopeful, but I wasn't sure. But you did all of this to promote your new song. Like, you need to do that to promote your new song. That's kind of low. I can't lie. I won't be listening to it. I don't know about anyone else, but trash. Just trash. But to keep it respectful, still wish you the best though. But hell's hot.
Controversy. There's controversy sells. Controversy sells.
It does.
I think that's the selling point.
But why did no one have a problem when Kanye called himself Ye and Yeezy and all this stuff?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeezy.
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 Why did no one have a problem? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say something real. I'm not gonna lie. I think the biggest problem with Lil Nas is because he's gay. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because the Yeezy stuff didn't have the same outrage. I personally think it's offensive that he was calling himself that, personally, as a part-time Christian. Yeah, part-time. I have said that. But I think with Lil Nas, I think it's because he's gay. I'll be absolutely honest. I think it's rooted in homophobia, because you didn't say anything. And there's so many artists who use like Christian iconography in their videos and stuff. Lady Gaga, Judas, like so many, and no one says anything. But this black gay man, obviously, I understand he's doing stuff with Satan and stuff, and I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know. I don't watch it like that. But I know that the deep-rooted issue, I think, is homophobia. Because as I said, when everyone else is doing it, it's...
I don't know for certain, but I feel like with Lil Nas, like you're saying, because he's black and he's gay, so he gets a lot of hate anyway. So he might as well upset them more and
Double
lean
down?
into upset
Double
some
down.
religious people and just capitalize on it. So yeah, I have a mixed view of it. It's like, if you're willing to go that far to advertise your thing, like I don't understand why. Like, even Kanye, I don't understand why you would call yourself that. But it's like, it's just, if I don't like it, I don't like it. So it is what it is. But
I would say as well, there was, like, in terms of Kanye being Yeezus, there was mass outrage in the US. Madonna had mass outrage in the 70s. I think she even had the Pope at one point come out and say some shit about her, like, being in the 80s, sorry.
what did Madonna do again?
Madonna has done like bare like Christian iconography, same way like Lady
Yeah,
Gaga had
yeah,
done
yeah,
with Judas.
yeah.
Like, she's dressed up in like Catholic stuff and music
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
that kind of stuff. So at the time it did. I think where with Lil Nas, with him being black and gay as well, that exasperated it. But it's
Yeah.
also something that's happened to us in our adult understanding.
Yeah.
But
that's
the fire that Lady Gaga got was crazy. And I just say this as somebody that's like studied it from like a religion perspective. And it is often common though with Christianity. If you look at Christian art, the imagery has always depicted holy saints. For example, that's why, for example, in Islam, you can't draw prophets. Like, you can't draw the prophets, because it's like, no, you will abuse like art form. It's not an art form to enjoy, and there's other ways you can express it. So it's one of those things where it's also like, is it a part of actually just Christian art, like dogma throughout the years?
One example. Do you remember Rihanna in the nun outfit that came out recently?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was one as well.
The nun outfit. What,
She
when
did.
she was at Met Gala?
No, she did a bunch of covers that were like parodying horror movies.
Yes, yeah.
She was dressed as a nun and she had like a blood all over her
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
That
I
was one
personally,
as well.
I personally think, I don't think it's respectful.
Yeah.
To do that for any religion.
Yeah, T.
But my point is, I do feel like because people already have this issue with Lil Nas, it's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Like, but honestly, like, I don't think we should be portraying anyone really, personally, like from a religious standpoint.
Yeah,
So
T.
I don't like, I'm not involved with it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not watching it and stuff. But I think people are doubling down because they already dislike him because of that. But he's giving like no fucks given, and I respect that. Do you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
was gonna say,
be yourself.
how do you guys feel? Because a lot of people do feel like he provokes people into engaging
does.
with his content. And going back to the point of the video where she's talking about how he used it as a way to sell his single.
Yeah, it sells.
Because a part of the rollout was basically him trying to make it seem as if he'd been saved and was coming back to Christ as part of his rollout, for it to then turn out him essentially...
But do you not think he's doing that as a response to everyone that's saying he's demonic because he's gay? Like, like he's playing on it basically.
Yeah.
I don't. This is the thing.
I
with
suppose my
art.
point was more like, do you think it's right that he used it as a way to promote?
Me personally, I think to me there's some things I think are off limits, and I think religion, like I think everybody should be respectful of everyone's individual religions, and that should just kind of be the baseline. And I think in terms of outrage, it's for the Christian community, they can be pissed off 100%. It's their religion, do you know what I mean? But as I said, I think people should leave the religious stuff. I just think be respectful and just leave it. You don't have to dress up as anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Max?
Well, I feel like with me, because I've spoken about religion a little bit on my platform, I got a lot of hate, and the point I was even saying is like my relationship with God is my relationship with God. So like,
100.
if you think I'm doing things a certain way, it doesn't matter because it's my relationship with God. That's my religion.
He'll tell you yourself, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
you
So
know
like,
people.
if Lil Nas X is a Christian and in his eyes he's doing art and he may be doing a service to God, then who am I to say anything bad about it? But I don't think he has. I haven't listened to the album, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
But I don't think from what I do know of Lil Nas X, I don't think this is more on like a deeper religious level.
Yeah, I think.
But
it's just
I may
more
be
for
wrong. I don't know.
attention,
Yeah.
I feel like there is an attention bit to it.
Yeah.
But then fair enough, if you're getting hate anyway, why not capitalize on it? Like,
Yeah, true.
Why do you think Christianity has become such a like commonly used theme in media?
Christianity does get like violated a lot as well, like disrespected a lot in the media. I don't know. I feel like maybe because Christianity was like one of the biggest religions that ruined a lot of lives. So like,
And it's not even that as well. I'm seeing a lot recently as well. They're throwing club events in churches as well now.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, my
I feel weird about
that as well.
my uni, there was a church called Halo. What? That's not what I meant. I mean, there was a club called Halo, and it was in a church.
Yeah.
And I personally, I didn't really like it. And me growing up, my mum's Christian, my dad's Muslim, so I grew up with both. Do you know what I mean? That's why I say part time. Yeah. So even me, I don't go to church every week, whatever. Even I felt like this is a bit.
yeah.
But my thing comes back to respect. Like
it's respect.
religious spaces, we should respect for the people who want to do whatever they want to do in there. Having a little dance in it's a bit. People doing drugs and doing like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think that's
disrespectful.
taking the
Take it somewhere
piss.
else.
You could do that in the park.
Yeah, real shit.
I honestly think it's disrespectful. So I think people should chill with that whole turning church into the dance. Why do you want to do that anyways? Don't you feel weird?
Yeah, it's
Do you know what I mean?
Especially in the
it's weird.
church.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't think other religions, like I don't think you do it in a mosque.
I was
Or a
just
just
gonna
gonna
words
say-
out my mouth.
No one's throwing a club in the what? If that happens,
No one's throwing a club in a
You
good
couldn't.
wara. No,
God.
they're not. They're not doing it in
the
a
dunya will
synagogue.
turn upside
But
down.
I don't know if that's because there's more churches in the UK or whether it's you can. With
but I
it.
think-
it's also sorry to cut you off.
No,
but
go,
it's,
go.
it's one of those things I think where Christianity was like the founding religion
Yeah.
on which like the West anyway was built, right? That was like the most widespread one, and so Islam being like introduced into the UK, obviously there's throughout history whatever, but in terms of like mass population, literally maybe from the South Asians coming and like Nigerians coming, I'm talking like the 60s, maybe like the 70s, that's where you get like they had the mass migration of Muslims coming to the UK. So it's like, okay, if something's been around longer, the rules tend to get a bit more lax. That's putting it in like layman's terms. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like this has been around for, but also like in Muslim countries now, the religion still informs every single part of life because the religion is a way of life as opposed to something that you participate in part time. Actually, do you see what I'm saying? So it's like one of those ones where it's like you can never say back in Libya or even like anywhere in the Middle East, even like Lebanon where you've got churches or Egypt, they would never ever let you run a club night in a Coptic Christian church in Egypt. Won't happen.
Right, we're gonna move on to the next topic now. So the next
That was
topic on the
juicy.
chart:
Oh, I feel
know,
very
didn't
passionate
expect that.
about this
That's
one.
good.
talking to your friends about your relationship.
Hell no.
Tuck the things, man.
I was telling my friend, we gotta watch what we tell our friends about our relationships currently. Like, we wanna vent so bad because, you know, sometimes we can't vent to our man, right? We wanna vent to our friends, but them be the real ops sometimes, right? So, you gotta watch
Waiting
your
for you to
friends.
slip up, waiting for you to fall
She didn't
out,
even
waiting
say
for
anymore. I believe
to
her.
happen. So all of that can be used against you.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, with the people we love, we want to keep them near us. So what we have to do is create a boogeyman so they don't leave us. So a lot of people are jealous of their friends. So if you get in a
Yes.
relationship, I talk to you less, we hang less.
Yeah.
So in order to not have that happen, I want you to think this dating world, which it do got a lot of creepy in there, so and girls. So
Yeah.
I want to try to. So that's why I said you got to be careful because sometimes they are giving you real advice. But sometimes they really don't want to lose that access they have to you.
Facts.
So they're trying to really keep you single.
Oh, fuck off.
I think it influences you into making wrong decisions sometimes.
That's
I think
crazy.
that's
do you guys feel about
That's the falling point.
I agree.
Is every relationship that toxic? Is every
Yeah.
friendship that
Do
toxic?
you know what? Let me
What the
not
hell?
even talk. I'm sorry.
But they be giving you the wrong advice sometimes, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, not,
And you'll never know that.
yeah. Also, I'm not saying your brethren's that ride for you, that died for you. Like, I've got friends that I know I could chat to, and there
Yeah.
is never malicious intent. But I'm talking, say like my close friends on Instagram.
Yeah.
If I'm dating someone and I'm ranting there, some of the advice that I was being sent was one person said, "Send all your feelings and block them straight after." That is
crazy.
bad man
It is,
advice.
but don't you think that's where you posted it? Like, it's because it's close friends. There's a couple of not random people. They're people you know, but they're not your inner circle. I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing what's happening. Like, not every single moment. And I feel like the point where you can't share it is because the relationship is toxic. Personally, I don't think like you should be saying exactly how they're doing this and doing that in the bedroom. No, but if something happens, you should be able to talk to your friends and get advice. Like, they're your best friends. I just feel like when people start doing the secretive stuff and like, that's when I'm like, is the relationship healthy? Because people have arguments. It's very normal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I can tell you, me and my man fell out over dinner last night, and you could be like, give the and also it's my responsibility to take the advice if I want to. I don't have to take it.
You're
Do you know what I
grown-ass
mean?
woman, yeah.
I'm a grown-ass woman, 100%. Sometimes it's like a sounding session. Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
vent.
just
I don't
need
even
to
care what you have to
see-
say. I'm just gonna.
Sometimes you need to know if you were crazy, because sometimes you are crazy. You need to check. Was I mad to do this?
And I've got the kind of friends that I'll be like, do you know what, Kim? That was actually you with the problem.
Oh,
You were the
But
problem.
Is that like, are those like your close friends, or say for example, because not everyone is your best friend and has rational good advice.
Yeah, of course.
I'm talking now, say you're at work and this is somebody you consider to be your friend.
Yeah.
You hang out with them and actually they might give you something where you're like, hold on a second. That's not in my best interest. Tell me, there must have been a time in your life where you've gone to a friend for a bit of advice and you've gone, hold on a second.
100%.
Are you know me and you know that's not what I would do, but you've given me that advice? That's what I think it's talking about, is that it can't be every friend, not just friends in general.
I've got 2 friends that I come to if I had a relationship.
Yeah, T.
Only 2. Because like, I don't need, if you're someone that every time you got a problem, you're not even first of all trying to solve that problem or get to the bottom of your feelings or trying to understand their feelings. Like, if you're just going straight to like, some people go straight to the internet, or like you go straight to like your entire group chat.
Yeah,
you're gonna get them people that don't really care.
People
and
are going on live.
Yeah, but
Saying
if you're,
what's going on.
if you're not investing that time yourself into the relationship,
Just based on what the
can't-
video
that's
was
not gonna solve the
saying,
problem.
have you ever experienced someone giving you advice but to ruin that relationship?
100%.
What, actively trying to ruin a relationship?
100%.
Actively. And you see that
But
through
who was
them.
this person?
This is somebody that I would consider to be a friend.
So that's not your friend, surely.
Exactly. No, exactly. No, but that's what it is. It's like
Yeah.
from the advice, I've now gone, hold on a second, because this is somebody that I've known for a moment of time. So I used to look very, very different. I was not always the most, like, totally on the opposite end of what you would say, like, I guess is like desired beauty, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all of that.
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
grew up very, very big, wasn't the prettiest, all these things. Now, suddenly when that's changed, and now I've now dated somebody that they wanted, that person wanted me. I didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? It was the advice was there to ruin it, because I told them straight up, you can't bear the fact that it's not a that thing for you anymore, and that's I'm not the ugly friend, for example. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people can't bear that. And that's not to say that they're a bad person. Some people are genuinely insecure and now they don't know how to deal with it. So their response is to actually, that's how I've taken it. Not that they're an evil villain person that wants the worst for me. You just haven't dealt with the fact that you're insecure and you are the person without in this situation.
But I think
not my
from
problem,
that
though.
situation, you could then be like, all right, cool, I'm not coming to you.
I
again.
don't speak to that person
But
anymore
there are
anymore.
there are a lot of people who say you shouldn't tell nobody
That's
your
not-
relationship's business. But I just think sometimes you actually
you
need another
Yeah.
what's the word, another angle.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah.
need
Perspective.
there we go. Sometimes you need another perspective, because especially if you're someone like me, I often think I'm right. Yeah, sometimes I'm wrong. So sometimes I have to be someone else to like look at it. It's having a therapist. They make you look at things in a different way. So there's so many people on Twitter who say stuff like, "I'll never tell my friends what my man's doing. Never, never." I just think that's so unhealthy. And also, what is your man doing? Because if you can't tell someone, if you can't tell someone something, they've done something really bad.
Yeah.
Because like other things you can come back from. Like maybe I don't like your man like that. I think he's a waste man, but I don't think he's a harm to you.
Yeah.
So
Exactly
I think it depends on what's really going on in the
Equally,
relationship.
there's another angle to it. This is kind of what more my friends have had, is where like they've been like obviously with their girl really close, whatever, but we've not necessarily liked the girl. But they've then spread all our business to the girl, who's then just spread it to all her friends. We're like, well, why does everyone know like our secrets? It's like,
Because
that
man,
was
I
your
got,
place
I
to
got, I
say.
got a problem with that.
man, them are
Yeah.
very guilty of pillow talking. I know business about people that I
know business about everybody.
Everybody.
But I will say, if you know your bedroom is in a close relationship with someone, just think, if I'm going to tell you something, you're probably going to tell your partner.
But you know, sometimes single people be giving the best advice.
See,
I'm not
big
gonna lie
facts.
to you.
see.
People, but it's like people who are happy, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it. That's it.
Because
That's
a
it.
miserable person,
That's it.
no offense to miserable people. Do you know what I
Misery
mean?
loves company. Misery
So I'm
loves
saying
company.
miserable person is probably
Yeah.
going to give a miserable, like someone who's single, married, whatever, they're happy within themselves and they want you to be happy.
Exactly that.
They're going
I
to
think
give
because
you...
you see the bigger picture, they're like,
Yeah.
okay, I see everyone's perspective.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
in there.
even if someone's been in the exact same situation as
Yeah.
you, like they might have a different. I just think it's just up to you, man. When you listen to the advice, yeah, does it sound coherent?
Discernment.
Yeah,
Discernment.
Literally.
Definitely.
Right, we're going to move on to the next topic now, which is ethnic minorities being represented in the media.
Oh wait, I thought this was an ad. This is it.
No, yeah, this is it.
It's Lani good. You can't hear it.
Transgress the law or found themselves marginalized in society, a nurturing environment where they can either acquire skills, control their anger, find solace, and experience emotional healing. This season on Bad as UK, the correctional retreat. Dave, you ain't better than me. I'm a big
Nah.
girl on the net, no cap.
So don't try to act bad now because you're around Miss Wild Fab, that weirdo that don't even fucking shave her armpits, like she's a tramp.
I still fuck you up. I'm going to your face. But my face is hurting. Where's the gang? Where is the gang?
When it comes to fighting, everyone wants to play hide and seek. I never told you I was Casper. So you're gonna hold this arsehole. So I'm just pissed because it's like, bro, I don't want to talk no more. Come and run up. Simple as.
What's poppin'? My name is Lani Good and welcome to Baddest UK,
Period.
the Correctional Retreat, Season 1.
I saw this on Snapchat. Yeah.
So that's the trailer for Bad as UK, which I'm sure loads of you have already seen on
Yeah.
TikTok and stuff. And now that's
What's going on?
Innit? It's
after the
mad.
release. Now it's led to the conversation of people talking about, as much as representation of ethnic groups is important, where are we determining when it's positive and negative representation, and also if this is something that should be displayed.
Wait, real quick, can someone just tell me what the concept of the show is? Because that
Have
just
you
looked
watched
like
Bad Girls
screaming.
Club? Have you watched Bad Girls Club?
So basically, the way she's tried to spin it is it's a correctional, it's to help them. But basically,
So
it's
are
just
these
bare
all-
girls. It's bare girls in a house. All of the girls, they think they're like bad. Like I'm
No
the
Yeah.
baddest.
internet beef
I'm
kind
the
of thing, maybe,
baddest.
yeah.
And basically, they go in the house and they all just start scrapping each other. Basically,
But what's the point of them going to the house?
Reality TV.
It's a reality TV.
That's why they're
yeah.
called badders. They're trying
Yeah,
to prove
they're the
who's
baddest,
the ultimate
who's the
badders,
baddest.
basically.
So, but when they say correctional, what? They're not trying to better themselves. They're
No,
just
but
trying to outdo
that's just how
each
they.
other.
That's how.
That's
Okay.
how Lani's
They're trying to
spun
be
it basically,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
people don't
Right.
look her. But out of all out of all representations that we could have had of ethnic minorities in Western media, I don't know why this this is the example, but I don't even think it's representation. Hey, listen, white people fight each other.
There's
all
white girls on the show.
Oh yeah, but you see what I'm saying? But this is like mainly placed within in terms of like black culture and black media in the UK, right? And that's. The white girls won't get the rap on this show.
course not.
They're not going to get slagged off on Twitter. They're not going to be called UK beasts. For example, I've not seen anyone but a black woman be called a UK beast. But what I'm trying to say is that, hey, white people fight each other all the freaking time. All these types of they fight each other all the time. But this is now a bad spin on media and you're putting a bad name. No, it's like when you have crime. Crime is crime, but then if black people do it, it's black on black crime. It's just crime, man. Like, what the hell? If they want to fight, they want to fight. But there's also fantastic representations of ethnic minorities in the media. So let's talk about them. And if these people want to fight, let them. But that's what they want to do.
I personally don't agree with any shows like this, like Bad Girls Club, or like shows that are like so much on violence. I don't think it helps anyone. It's horrible. I watched one season of Bad Girls Club. I wanted to fight everyone. I had to never watch it again because I thought it was even making me feel uncomfortable. So I don't agree with this type of content on any. I don't listen. Reality TV should be jokes.
Yeah,
ha ha ha.
should be light.
Not people
Entertainment.
scrap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
entertainment.
not people scrapping. So I don't agree with that. But there's a conversation around this representation situation. The same with like Backchat. Yeah, people saying that Backchat was bringing the black community backwards. Yeah, and stuff. People watch this stuff, right? And as you said, there is loads of examples of really good representation. I just don't even class this as representation of people of color at all, personally, because this is degenerate. Like, it's horrid. It doesn't matter. Even if it was white people doing it, this should not be a show.
Okay, how do you determine who the winner is? Because if I
The
come out,
Thanos, the one that scraps the most.
because even on the way home, I'm sure they're gonna be scrubbing anyway.
You just got to end with bare eyelashes on your fingers like this from all your opponents.
I just think this type of
Keep
content
all your
shouldn't
nails.
exist, man. This type of content shouldn't exist at all.
And we shouldn't be entertaining it either.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible content.
I remember when I was much younger, I used to watch Jersey Shore.
Oh,
Yeah.
loved it.
And that used to give me a lot of anxiety, but also I had a bit of curiosity.
you wanna
as
watch
well.
it?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because it polarizes your emotions.
It
But
made me
as an
feel-
adult,
Yeah.
you know that what was happening on the show, some of the stuff is not right.
Yeah.
It's not right. Like, it's
But I was still
entertainment.
curious. I was like, yeah.
Last question on this topic. Why do you guys think people love content like this?
The
And watch
UK,
content like this.
the UK in particular have a bondage with trauma porn, by the way.
100.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Super Size versus Super Skinny.
100%.
All of these shows, we all like How to Look Good, not How to Look Good, that Gillian McKeith one. We all grew up, and each time a different group that wasn't basically society's standard or society's dream were getting dog shitted. So it was either fat people, or it was all like the larger people, for example, or it was poor people, for example. There's always somebody. The UK in particular is in bondage with trauma porn because it is such a desensitized nation and culture. Fuck this place.
100%.
Also, people don't see enough drama in their lives as well. I feel
Yeah,
like.
fuck it.
People love drama,
But
man.
also,
They don't see enough beef in their life.
people
to
love
be like-
scrapping. Like, let's actually
Yeah,
keep
see.
it a buck. People love scrapping, even
Yeah.
till now. Girl pushes you in the club, they're trying to scrap quick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't
It's a
know.
thrill.
I don't know. For me, yeah, violence makes me feel really anxious. Watching
Yeah.
it makes me feel really, really anxious.
yeah,
My
yeah.
body doesn't respond to it well.
Yeah.
So even if I wanted to watch that show out of curiosity, I couldn't because it wouldn't make me feel well. But some people, they enjoy. Why?
Because you're a well-regulated you're a well-regulated human, right? You're able to and you can see that you're like a person who understands
you.
emotion and all of these things. And
very
but a
kind.
lot of people, but the majority of people, by the way, as I've got older, majority of people actually don't like themselves and are incredibly insecure. So it's things like violence where it like
Watching other people
yeah,
do
other
it.
people, it
They
makes
get
you
the thrill
feel
of it,
something.
yeah.
Like, it makes you feel something. We're in a country where job market is all through the all time low. None of us can buy a house. Cause he lives, economy, Brexit, COVID, everything's shit, man.
Yeah.
People scrapping. I live for it.
But also, depending on your demographic, like where you grew up, yeah. Say you grew up on an estate, yeah. For a lot of people, being the baddest, whatever, was like the pinnacle. That's
Status.
And that's what it is. It's about like what you deem to be important in life, yeah. So for some people, it's to get a good job, yeah. For other people, it's to be trap king. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is so.
Trapper of the year.
Trapper of the year, trapper of the year, the girl that can beat up anyone, anytime. God, that's such a horrible way. I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I don't-
Right.
yeah.
On that note, we're going to move on to the next topic, which is UK drinking culture.
Oh, bloody hell, darling.
Cut the cans out the freezer.
Car cans.
Cut the cans.
England.
I'm American, but I've been living here for a little over 5 years. Differences in the UK and the US, but let me talk about drinking. First and foremost, the legal drinking age here is 18. In the US, it's 21. I'm here and you're young, like I did. I moved here when I was 18. You're having a good time. But drinking is just so normal here. Monday through Sunday, these people are drinking. And some of it, it's fun. You're out with friends, you just grab a beer, you grab a wine, you grab whatever, you go to the pub. Just a different world. The other thing is that pubs are really family friendly, most of them. You'll see kids in the bar or in the pubs. That was a shocker to me.
Classic
But
spoons.
the biggest thing that shocked me is how comfortable people are drinking at work or in a work environment around your coworkers. So when I was working like office jobs here, 4 o'clock hits on Thursdays, they'd roll around a drinking cart around the office so people can like drink, and you get to choose your drink. So I was just had a wine. But crazy to me, like a bar cart would be the bell ding 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 ding, and they roll around the bar cart. And like the US company parties, corporate parties, they don't have anything
She's got a
on
point.
the way that they do it.
We do love a drink.
Because these people go.
Why
in
is
this
that, do you
country.
think?
We've got a terrible drink culture in this country, like shockingly scary, to be honest.
Bees drinking.
Yeah.
In the boozer.
As someone who doesn't drink, I've not drunk. I've been sober for 10 years. Someone clap.
You were sober since you're 18.
Yeah.
So as soon as you started, you finished.
Yeah. So I drank like, in the park and stuff, and then I got to an age where I just thought, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
My personality, if I start drinking alcohol,
Yeah, bad experience.
Yeah.
Not really. It's more that like I like to make my own decisions. I don't want to be like, oh, I was drunk, da. And also, I'm a bit like this, on a normal day. If I had alcohol on top, it's a long day.
It's a long
for
day
everyone.
for everyone.
Anyways, whenever I tell people I don't drink, they're like, "Oh my god, how have you done it?" And my concern is that people always say, "I really want to quit drinking," but they say, "How do you do social situations?" And that's what I think is quite worrying. That a lot of people say they can't like be free without having a little cheeky drink, and I'm just like, you just go to the place. And you just go there. Obviously, I'm 10 years deep, so it's fine for me. But it's worrying.
That's another problem as well. It's the way your friends perceive you as well. If you don't drink,
Yeah,
they
there's
look
a
at you
pressure.
how can you?
Yeah.
Have you lost your mind for not drinking?
For me, because it's been so long, people are used to it. So I don't get that.
Yeah,
But say people who quit like now, the next weekend they're going out, everyone's like, just have a drink. Just have a drink. Just have a drink. Have a drink. Have a drink. Don't be boring. I suppose I've proved that I can be fun without drinking.
Yeah. No, but I think in this country it's whack. Like every single thing is fueled by drinking. But I would say for us growing up, obviously it was like an older generation. But I think the Gen Zs, like the kids now, I think it's quite common for them not to drink, so they don't.
It's gone down.
Yeah, they don't get as many comments of like, "Oh, what do you mean you don't drink? Just drink." They don't get that as much because the young generation are kind of more like, "Do what you want, innit?"
Yeah.
Like
It's our generation that are struggling to quit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you've seen everyone on TikTok like, I've gone sober, and they do it's the whole personality. I'm sober, and I'm thinking, calm down.
I've seen it. It's hard. It's difficult.
Is it?
Because they miss that. It's that buzz.
The
that
buzz,
they get.
yeah.
The buzz that they get.
I know, but I just think we should be able to go out and do things. Everything is centered around
scary,
drinking.
my friend.
Sipping pain.
I got a friend.
It's
who
true.
even tried to go to a club one time. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna try and go sober." He couldn't hack it. He could not. Hack
Yeah,
it.
sometimes you just got to do it to prove to yourself that you can do it, and you don't need to. Like I've done festivals completely sober and all this thing, and it's fine. But it is hard. It's hard when everyone's expecting you to, and it's a big deal that you're not. When it should just be like, I cannot.
But I think there's some spaces where you don't need to get shit faced. For example, like
absolutely.
Carnival, you actually don't need to get mashed up.
I've seen some dangers.
Of
there,
course,
boy.
but like the vibes are ready,
God.
the vibes are there, the vibes are high. If you go to a club night where you genuinely enjoy the music, you don't need to get mashed up. Obviously, if you're going to a little EDM rave, might be a bit too much. Might need to get crazy. Do you know what I mean? I get that, but for me, I go to spaces that I enjoy naturally.
Yeah.
So you're not
You
trying to
don't
get
need
away from
to.
it.
Yeah, like I'm already having a good time. I don't need to up it to the next level. And also, I see the negativities of drinking too much. People are hungover. People are making mistakes, kissing this person, kissing that person. Why did I do that?
Just kissing?
I've lost my. Yeah, I'm being PG. Baby.
I've got
lost me wallet.
I've got a question. Where does that stem from? Is it sports? Is it football that comes from?
What the
drinking
drinking
culture?
culture?
Yeah.
Well,
Where
the
does
question I was going to
culture?
ask you guys is, do you guys think people drink so much from a place of addiction or a place of social pressures?
Both.
Yes,
Depression,
both,
man.
No, because addiction plays a part to it. People
Yeah,
who drink
100%.
every single day, obviously you've got an addiction.
100.
It's like people who smoke weed and act like they're not addicted. Babe,
Yeah.
you're addicted, darling.
It's the culture, because do you know what, in France, for example, it's really common for children to have a glass of red wine with their parents. Really common. But France don't have like such a bad binge drinking culture there, because they also support their citizens, and there is other things that you support. But from when Tasha, you remember Tasha, when she was shutting down the mines, people drinking and to drink away their stories, and from there, like, do you know what I mean? It's like for example, tax on beer is super low, but tax on beer is super high, but tax on wine is super low, because the rich don't drink beer, but they'll drink wine. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's little things where, like, with the class system as well, the UK promotes bad habits to its citizens to kind of keep them there. So it's like drinking, you keep beer cheap so the working class can drink it, and do you see what I'm saying? And continue that binge drinking culture.
It's just too normalized. Nobody questions it. Like getting shit faced at 15, 14 is kind of like a rite of passage of being a teenager in London. You just get mashed up and whatever.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But
From young.
that's what I'm saying, from young. That's why when she mentioned like the legal age, obviously it's 18 here, which is irrelevant because people drink way before that. That's so irrelevant. 18 is so young to be to potentially die of alcohol poisoning, because that's not a hard thing to do, by the way. You're a small person, you don't know your limits, right? This is the thing, people binge drink. We just have such a binge drinking culture. Like, think about like drinking games when you go uni. Everyone's drinking, smashing shot o'clock. Like, some of these habits are super dangerous, and as we're getting older, people's hangovers are getting worse, people's depression is getting worse. They're noticing the next day,
making worse
they're
decisions that are actually affecting their life,
making decisions that genuinely ruin your life.
And I
like
think it comes from a depression. Like people
me and my friend were speaking the other day, and he basically said that he thinks the reason a lot of people in the UK drink is because a lot of us have a problem with who we are as sober people.
That's what I just basically. That's what I was trying to say.
A lot of us are like running away from like who we are as people, and we're not actually comfortable with who we are.
I've seen it with my friends that have gone down the corporate route. Like the as the years go on, every like Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, it's like, yo, who's wants to go pub tonight or whatever, and I'll go with them. But because I do what I do, like if I'm free, I'll come, and I'll be like, yeah, let me have one or two. Go home, maybe even do some work when I get home, or I've got to get up in the morning. These lot just want to drink all night long, and I can see it is because there's nothing else to look forward to. They want to look forward to work the next week, so they want to be with their friends, have a good time. But to them, it's kind of like it's not even being with their friends; it's not being with themselves. So it's drinking.
Bars! You don't know nothing about that.
Right, on that note, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Round off, man.
The final topic is stan culture.
I'm scared. Oh no, I can see.
What's your name, B.O.B.? So they call you Bob. It's Nicki Minaj, isn't it?
I'm not a fan.
He's jealous. Nicki's bitter. Nicki tanked. Table stiff tanked. Oh.
What's he saying?
Stan Twitter.
Back in Nicki, I think.
Please come to my house. Right here. You have my address.
Got a plane ticket. I go at 4:30, and I'll come to Phoenix at 6 p.m. And by 7 p.m., this fight should happen, if my math is mathing. Cardi tanked. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Fuck Dua Lipa.
Flight from LA to Phoenix, ordered an Uber to show up to my house with intentions of hurting me and my family.
Can we just talk? I'm not trying to assault nobody.
He's been encouraging others to attack my family via online forums.
Forums?
This is insane, by the way.
David Corrales.
That's not my name.
What's that beef?
One of them's a Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj and
Last
Cardi.
name C-O-R-A-L-E.
They don't even know who you are.
Can I talk, please?
And you're
So
fighting,
the guy
fighting for their honor.
So the guy that flew is the Cardi B fan. The guy
No, so the guy who made the video is a Dua Lipa fan.
Yeah.
And he basically started tweeting about Nicki Minaj. So a barb flew from their state to his state to go and fight him. And what ended up happening was the boy actually got arrested in the end.
There you go.
And the boy's dad, who he pulled up to his house, came out with a gun. Yeah. So it escalated into this whole crazy scenario.
But we're talking about people who are not well, FYI.
Yeah,
this is
it's
not
social media.
This is what I'm saying.
Lie.
It's the parasocial issue that's happened with social media. People think they know the celebrities, even happens with influencers. They think they know these people for some strange reason, and they just run with it, right? And I genuinely believe, like, for example, this is an extreme example. Is it? Because this is what they be doing.
Someone was got shot.
These people, something's not right with them. There's actually we actually need to be looking into what's this stan culture is not right. You're fighting people.
If there was no social media though, this wouldn't if they were like pen pals or email pals, there's no way they're pulling up.
Hell no.
He's only doing it. You can see straight away they're both filming.
Yeah, because social media is, no offense, I love it. Great, we all love it. Do you know what I mean? It's sickness.
Yeah.
It's not help. Very common. It's like exploiting people who are already going through something. Because this isn't normal behavior.
It's not, but they
think that it's more concerning that someone was willing to leak their personal home address on the internet.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
they're not well. Because they're not well.
He's not
We're not talking about well people.
No wonder the dads brought the shotgun out though. You don't want anyone else coming to the guy.
It's also one of these ones where it's like these people don't know who you are. Nicki Minaj don't know who you are. Cardi B doesn't know who you are. Dua Lipa doesn't give a fuck. She told me.
I agree with Kim because they're not emotionally well, but clearly with them on their side, playing devil's advocate, they must have felt some emotional connection to these artists.
Yeah, they do.
For them to be like
also,
this.
remember, some of these guys are like 14.
Yeah. So they must be going through something in their life, and so this, in order to help them mentally, they must be turning themselves to these artists.
And do you know what I'll say as well? Stan culture is not new. I just think the visibility visibility of it is new because think about Michael Jackson fans like from Jump Street
Dying
passing
and
out,
passing
they're watching him. But like now, people can actually record themselves being a die-hard fan, and we can just see it. And obviously, because of social media, people are cussing celebrities, and the persons are coming back and da-da-da. I think we've got more visibility of it, but still, I just don't think. I think this is really truly negative. What's happening on social media? And it's kids.
Yeah.
It's people who haven't even. Okay, there are some adults, obviously, but the majority of them are kids who haven't even got cognitive awareness of what the hell's going on. And they're booking tickets to go and scrap someone because they said Dua Lipa. Why is Dua Lipa even in the story?
Do you know what's killing me? It's the fact that he actually booked a flight, sat on the plane, and said,
Where'd he get the money
I'm
from?
going to kill this
Do you know
kid.
what I mean? There are several points at which he could have turned around. When he bought the flight, when he got to the airport, when he checked in, when he boarded.
That's a long process.
Bears.
From when he
We got an epidemic.
catch a cab, go to the house.
Parasocial, I'm telling you.
Isra and Max, Isra and Max, obviously you two work in music and you're music commentators. How do you guys deal with stans? I'm assuming you guys must get people
all the
who are
time.
offended by your opinions on their favourite artists.
Do you want to go first?
No, you can go. Go for it.
I just like anytime I comment on certain artists, I get the stands come through, and I just mock it. Like, say if I say something bad about an artist and I upset these people, I just upset them more because I find it funny.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't care, but it's also funny because these stands like will only see one artist. Like, I'll like rank my favorite artist, whatever. They go, how's my guy not in here? I'm like, 'cause it doesn't apply to what I'm saying, but it's just like they're only focused on one thing. So I personally just find it funny. And I will lean into the fact that you guys only care about one thing, and I'll mock it. I don't care.
Yeah, too. I had like, you know how Stan is like written after Eminem as well. I like spoke about how I'm not a fan of Eminem on my radio show because it's my show. I'll do what I want. So I spoke about not me liking Eminem, and I had somebody call the station.
Stan right here, by the way.
Like,
I'm that
It
kid
was
right now.
Amir called the
I'm that
station.
kid right now.
Amir called the station.
Do you know what's so funny? His name was
back our
actually
award.
Amar. That's what's
It was you!
Oh, do you know what's so mad? Arabs love Eminem.
Arabs love Eminem, man.
Oh my
Because
God.
he's like the first non-black rapper that blew, who kind of maybe looked like a cousin that they had. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the truth. But it's one of these ones where I had them calling and they were like, "If you want me to come outside the station," I said, "Come,
okay,
then."
I don't want to talk about the artist, but is it because of his race or is it the music? Which is it?
Why I don't like Eminem?
Yeah. No, this
That's
is
Eminem.
Yeah. Not too much of Eminem with the artist, but
That's what he sound like. Don't even need to put in a name, just put in that soundbite.
It's funny. It goes back to the religious thing as well, because he calls himself a rap god as well.
I've had it where I've actually commented or replied to a hate comment, and the response was, obviously I'm not like, they're not a stan, but I've had like a hate comment, you'll respond to it, and then the person's like, "Oh, I didn't think you'd even see this. I'm really, really sorry." What do you mean you're sorry? You sent it. Like, do you know?
But that's a
So they
whole
just
nother.
send it into
That's
a
a
void.
whole
Yeah.
nother.
Do you remember I told you
can of
last time as well?
worms.
I think I said something about Beyonce, the Beehive community.
Yeah, what did you say? What did you say?
Oh
What did you
my
say, though?
God. It wasn't about Beyonce. It was about her daughter. She did a show in the Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this.
And then her
Yeah.
daughter did this weird dance, and I just commented on the dance. I
what said it
I
was
said something
dead?
weird. It was something about it. The Beehive community.
You upset
Oh
some people
my
today.
God. Oh my
that's why
God.
I've ordered
I
it
got
for
stung.
kids.
I got stung.
Yeah, she also like 12,
So I've ordered it
man.
for kids.
Yeah, allow her, man.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't even about
How
that.
are you dancing
It was
at
so-
12?
It was such a minor comment. It was such a minor comment.
yeah,
And I got stung.
Yeah, cold.
I think celebrities do see these videos of these stands, you know.
100.
Of course
I think
they do.
definitely
Beyonce thinks
do.
they're weird, bruv. Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj likes them.
Nicki
though.
Nicki Minaj utilises them, innit?
Yeah,
Well,
100.
Nicki Minaj
I got a friend who queued up for
questionable.
Nicki Minaj at 5 a.m. I think I said this last time as well.
Damn,
He queued up at 5 a.m.
that's
at
commitment.
the O2.
Inshallah, God guides him, man, to a
5 a.m.
righteous path, because that is crazy.
Have you
Was
seen
he
that?
outside the
Have you
mosque
seen-
at 5 a.m.?
Have you seen that video of the old ladies like they wake up 4 a.m., 5 a.m.? What did they do?
What are they doing? Queuing for Nicki Minaj ticket.
Oh dear.
Shameful, bro.
Crazy.
Right now, let's play Get It or Got a Problem.
I'll pick it up.
Go on. Oh, smoothly done.
Thank you, dog. Oh my days. Spitting in the street. Wait, what is this?
But I think I know which angle you come. If it's like a heavy one that you really got rid of it, like a if you're ill, like you go catching medicine or something. I don't know.
Can I say I've noticed men love to spit on the street.
Bear, man.
I don't do
man.
it.
Territory.
I
If you
do it
didn't
if I have
do it,
to.
I haven't done it in a hot minute.
Let me
I
learn.
can't remember the last time I've spat on the street.
As a man that has lived in China, it is normal in China to spit on the street, and they even have little bits where you should spit.
Okay,
for
we're in
religious
England now,
regions.
babe. So
So I don't care if I see people spit on the street. I don't care. The streets are dirty enough as it is. Spit.
you must
is-
add
it
your
is
nasty,
disgusting.
dusty, rusty saliva. Nah, gee.
Is it the
Shit
spit
on
on the floor, Kim, or is it you seeing the person spit?
It's everything.
And
all
you,
of it.
and you step on the back.
What's in your mouth
Yeah, but
should
there's-
stay in your
There's
mouth.
literal shit on the floor.
Yeah, and that's
but-
disgusting as well.
Yeah, so what's a
But
bit of spit?
Don't come on now, add to it. Show you should just be shitting on the street. As well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, put your pants down. Thank you.
Firstly, the shit.
If you need to go, you need to go. Like,
Firstly, the shit on the street are from dogs, allegedly. Yeah?
and foxes.
So, allegedly. So we can put that to the side. Why must what's in your mouth come out onto the pavement? That is fucking crazy. Because let me tell you something. If you was in your crib, yeah, would you spit on the kitchen floor? No. So we all must use the pavement. Have some respect.
Crosses, don't spit in the street.
All right.
All right.
Keeping photos or memorabilia of previous what? It just stops there.
Relationships.
Oh, of
Obviously.
previous relationships.
Binam.
Yeah, you just said of previous.
No, been them.
Okay, should I start? I'll start.
yeah,
I will
been
just start by saying every ring on this finger is from a different ex. I'll start with that, yeah? Tell you that.
1 second. Pause.
Yo, that's a whole.
Come on,
Collecting the word.
Why?
So I'll
why?
finish all of them.
Why would you do
Right.
Why
Let
would
me
you do that to
explain. Let me
yourself?
How many rings you
explain.
got?
Don't worry about that.
You got a lot, man.
What I will start by
I've got
saying
any toe
is-
rings.
Oh, I used to. I'll start by saying none of these are engagement rings, clearly. Now, I've not been engaged to, but this is my stance on this whole keeping memorabilia. If someone has got you something and you like it, I think you should keep it personally. Say the ring was their initials, I wouldn't keep it. But these are just generic rings I like it. Same way, if my ex bought me crepes, I'm wearing the crepes.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I'm wearing the crepes.
Yeah,
if they
keep it
bought
on.
me a lovely jumper, I'm wearing the jumper.
Yeah.
But obviously, like more sentimental, maybe not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, business sentimental shit, man. The stuff that is like, oh, when we went to the first time we went to the
Yeah.
cinema and I kept the ticket. Grow up. But if it's like a diamond ring, you think I'm dashing away the diamond ring?
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Or a perfume, spritz it. I'll even do it on the
Spritz
next
it
date
up.
with a next man.
Yeah, come on.
What's
what?
that?
So why have you got red then, darling?
What's that?
Yeah, why is yours
Why
red?
did you
Keep it
put
the
red?
card.
Because I don't agree with keeping like all of the shit.
So you need orange.
I was going to name something, but I think it's too specific and it's best in my worship, so I'm going to show my mouth.
Okay.
What about like pictures and videos?
No, I think.
Okay, can I actually say something about red? I think Instagram, personally,
Yeah, okay.
if you've broken up, why do you have all the pictures of you lips and holding hand on holiday?
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Lavi.
Archive that if you want to still look at
yeah.
it. Archive that.
Yeah,
For me, it's like I'm not a fan of like you break up and that you have to act like they never existed in your life because
Yeah.
they did and they
Yeah,
were a
of
big
course.
part of your life. They probably met your family, whatever. They meant something
But
to
they're
you.
wasting my time.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you learn from
We're
that and you
so
move on.
Arab about it. We're like, fuck this, man. Fuck you, bruv. On to the next.
Wallah, give my time back. What the hell? Take your crap.
Yeah,
But
man,
I'm
you
saying
never
that's
existed.
toxic. That's toxic though. You got to move on. Like you
Yeah,
want to
no.
be
Yeah,
better
without you.
from
But
next
no,
year.
do you know what? As I agree with you. As I'm getting older now, I'm starting to realize that. So I'm
Yeah, so you don't
maturing
need
in
to
that
burn
sense.
all that
Like,
shit. You can keep it as
like
a
I'm like,
reminder.
do you know what? Okay, anytime I get into a relationship, I will make sure to.
Yeah.
I'll take that on
Yeah,
board.
you want
And
to
I'll-
go like get better every time you're in a
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah,
So I won't delete shit or burn shit or whatever. But
I don't
obviously like there's limits. Like you're
There's
not gonna.
limits, yeah. I'll delete it if it's pissing me off. Like if your
Yeah.
face pisses me off now for whatever reason, I'll
Yeah.
definitely delete it. But like, there's still
Store it somewhere else.
yeah. I'll put
Every time we pause, just see a blood face.
Right, let's move on to the
Doing
next
black magic on his
topic.
picture every time it comes up
Oh,
on your
who's
iPhone.
next? Who's next? Oh,
Have you seen Scary Movie?
Yeah, come on, live, crazy. Yeah, pass it over. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I will pass it for you. Thank you. Unfollowing people on social media after you fall out. There needs to be caveats to some
no,
of these.
fuck caveats, man. Just read the sitting and choose.
Unfollowing people on social media after you fall out. Yeah, I get it, man.
100%.
If that's it, it's a wrap, it's a viral, we're done. Why are you still
Okay,
on my page?
can I say something? I'm in between, depending on how toxic it was.
That's what I'm saying. If we are done and it was a violation, I'm not one of these people
Yeah,
that will
I'm in
play
between
up
with this
friend on
one.
your face or on socials.
Has to be.
If I'm standing on business, but say I've fallen out with my friend, that's got nothing to do with social media. I'll come to you direct and we'll sort out the problem.
But in this scenario, it's like the relationship's done, your friendship's done.
Unfollowed,
The
block
friendship's
even,
done, then, yeah.
blocker.
Friendship's done, yeah.
But wait, read it again.
Unfollowing people on social media after you fall out.
Yeah, you falling
Fall
out.
out.
You falling out. You're
Yeah,
not talking
man, get
anymore.
out of my face.
Because my thing is, yeah, your social media is meant to be something you go on to enjoy. Yeah,
It's mine.
Yeah.
Why on earth would I be scrolling and my op is there?
There we go.
Even and to be honest,
Yeah, if it's
even if
beef,
it's not an
of
op,
course.
even if it's just like we had an argument. We're it's civil, but we're not cool like that. I
Yeah.
don't need to follow you. I don't give a fuck what you're up to.
There we go.
I don't give a damn.
Get out my
I
face.
wish you well.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm over here.
But it might not even be. It's not that I even wish you well. I just don't wish
I
you
just
bad.
don't care. I don't wish you
Do
anything.
you know what I mean? That's it.
I
Get
wish
out
for
my
myself.
face. Move, man.
You know what I mean?
What was yours, Amir?
I was saying between depending on how toxic it was.
You guys can't be adding all these extra stipulations. This is the scenario. You just got to choose.
No, because the thing is, this is the way I see it. If I like remove someone from my IG, let's say, I'm bound to see them again in real life.
Okay, so let it
somewhere.
be there.
So what, you feel awkward? What?
But it's
No,
not
but
every
it's like- but
Wednesday
no, but it's like-
or every Thursday, every time I'm
It's true,
scrolling.
but it's like.
But when you see them, you don't have to be like, what? What does that mean? I be seeing people all the time. I ain't
all
following
the
you.
time. Sometimes I don't even see them. I see them and then I don't see
Yeah.
them. You know what I mean? I just turn my head.
What am I following someone I don't
If
like?
I'm falling out with you and it's a violation, wallahi, I'm Arab as hell. I can act like you never existed and you could be right in front of my face.
Yeah,
I don't give a, I don't give a toss.
We do hold.
It's my
burdens.
life, my world. No,
So not
it's
burdens,
my
one-
experience to enjoy. If I don't want to talk to you, I won't. If I don't want to see you, wallahi, I won't. Get out my face.
This is a passionate one, boy.
Yeah,
Right, let's get the next one.
I mean, because we, yeah.
Yeah, we done it.
Yeah, I really don't.
Someone
give a-
please pass
Slide.
Oh, bring in your partner to outings with friends.
Where's the colours?
This is you're cool with that.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with this actually.
I'm cool with it. Not everything though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, there's
Bring in
certain-
your
Not
partner
every
to
single
outings
time. Every
with
time.
friends.
I don't think every time I see your partner. No.
I think.
But I think it's calm.
I think the way that that's written is if you're like, it's meant to be like a problem situation. So I think it's like one of those ones where it's like every time you're linking up, your man is there.
Would you introduce your man to your friends basically?
Absolutely,
Is that-
I have.
is
Yeah.
that-
But
I'm
it's-
not a fan. I'm not really a fan.
Really?
I think if you
He
can't,
a
bring,
fan,
I think
he
if
a
you can't
fan.
bring your partner around your friends, there's a problem.
Yeah,
there.
I can. I just
absolutely.
don't.
No,
want
not
to.
you, not
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I just mean in general.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't want to? Why? Actually.
No, because it's like if it's my time with my time, fine. But if we've organised time where our friends are all linking up, cool. But it's not every time I'm with the girls, you must be there.
Yeah, no, it's not every
You know
time.
what I
But
mean?
if it's like
You can.
someone's birthday and everyone else's partner's there, yeah, your partner's there.
Oh, hell yeah.
100% partner's there.
Love a girl in the
because
corner.
Because I think people who never ever bring their partner around, that's odd.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
I'm
But
That's
like,
never
weird.
why?
ever.
Why are we
But
bringing
also,
girls?
I also
Yeah.
agree with you. Like, it's not every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time I want to see my bedroom, I want to see my bedroom.
Yeah.
I love your partner down, but like, I might want to talk about something private. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
might be going
yeah.
through something. Your partners need to be at every function, every
Because then you
damn
just stop
time.
inviting your friend.
And now look, now we're following each other off Instagram.
You ever FaceTime your friend and you've told them to mad shit and then she's like, oh, by the way, thingy's here.
Ricky's here. The thing is, I know Ricky's here.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Fuck Ricky,
I
man.
thought Ricky was there.
Right, we're going to move on to the audience problem. So here's the first one. I've made music and I know it's really good, but I'm reluctant to drop it because one of my friends told me the scene is too oversaturated. Should I drop the project?
Yeah, drop it.
Absolutely
Yeah,
drop the
man,
project.
drop
Fuck
it.
your friend, man.
Innit?
Your friend's a bad friend.
Innit? But
Unless
Idiot.
the friend is saying that because it's a polite way to say your music's terrible.
Yeah,
So
then the
if
friend
your,
should be
music, if
agreeing.
your music's terrible, you need to make terrible music to make good music. So you
Exactly.
have to
Make
go
the
through
music,
phases.
man.
be experimental,
Drop
man.
it. Your
Enjoy
friend's
yourself.
whack.
Drop that shit.
Your friend's jealous of you.
Okay, but in
Innit?
all honesty, if your best friend,
Yeah.
was like, I want to be a singer,
Yeah.
they played you the music and the singing was genuinely horrific.
It's happened,
like,
it's
like
happened.
genuinely
It's
horrific.
happened, it's happened.
You would then say, carry on, darling.
No, well, I
Nah,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't tell you.
See?
Do you know
No, but
what?
I
Do you know
wouldn't tell
what?
To stop. I would tell you like.
I'd say get lessons.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm giving you
there's
feedback.
room for improvement. Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
you got to encourage them still.
The
even
first
if it
time my
doesn't
friend
sound good.
introduced me to his music, it was so terrible. But I encouraged him to continue doing it. Now, 2 years later, there's
He's
been
Kanye West.
No, there's been some improvement.
But is he a rapper?
He's not a rapper at all.
Is he a singer?
No, he's a rapper.
So what's he doing?
No, rapper.
He's not rapping.
No,
he's
rapper.
not
No. He just wants to experiment with music.
But I
Yeah.
think you can get, personally, I think you can get better as a rapper. As a singer,
No, you can,
you
take
can get
lessons.
better, sure. But if you're genuine,
You're
come on.
genuine.
long as you
If
couldn't
your
sing
vo-
and
no,
those
okay,
things.
but come on. If your voice
That's
is
technique.
genuinely horrific, yeah, come on now.
There's auto tune. Like you could still exist
Okay.
as a singer.
You know what? I don't disagree with
But
that.
you can
Yeah.
get better as a singer.
You can get better as a singer.
You got better with the
auto-tune,
techniques.
for example. Yeah. You train in techniques, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want
If
to
you
be a
don't
good
have the
singer,
bass-
you can do everything in your power to become
Yeah,
the best
team.
singer possible. And when people start, they're never that. So
Yeah.
you've got to drop your rubbish project. If it is rubbish, it might be mid. Someone might like it. You never know.
Remember when Central C started?
Oh yeah, 'cause he
How
was doing
bad
the
it
whole wave
was.
thing. But you have to go through that to get to where he's now.
Yeah, of course.
Some people could argue he's
It
not
takes
good.
time.
He's essentially
Some people.
Some people would argue he's not even all that. So whatever. Not me personally. I'm not involved.
What do you guys think about the term of things being too oversaturated?
Oh,
I think that this is what I always like to say. There will only ever be one of you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody is making anything new. There's nothing new to make at the end of the day. Everyone takes inspiration from everything, right? Everything is a copy of everything. But what I always like to say, it's really what people told me for me to push forward with my career, is that there's only one Kim. Like, there is no other one. So no matter what you do, if someone's done it before, they'll never have the bit that you have. At the end of the day.
They can take the recipe, but the sauce is not the same. That's what
100.
it is. Like, just do what you want. There's 8 billion
100%.
people on the planet. Most of us have the same makeup, but we all look different. Do you know what I mean?
Nobody would ever make anything if everyone listens to everything's over. People say podcasts are
Someone else
oversaturated,
done it,
right?
yeah.
Everyone says that, but like,
Here we are.
Here we are.
here we are.
I
Like, comment, and subscribe. Post notification bell on.
I got a friend who's like a huge content creator. He hasn't dropped in a while. I messaged him. I'm like, why haven't you like released anything recently? He goes, Amir, there's a new content creator born every single day, and I'm tired. I'm tired of it, brother. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, keep
forget
going,
about
man.
what that brother's doing over there. Stay in your lane. Forget.
How are you as a grown adult thinking about what another adult's opinion? It's all it is an opinion.
Yeah.
It's a thought. It's not
But
real life.
it's easy for, I would say, people like us to say that because
we've
those things
started.
don't
We've
bother us.
started, yeah.
But as you mentioned, people with insecurities, like, those voices will be so much louder than your internal push to push yourself. And I've definitely been in that situation where, for example, my podcast, I've been sitting on it for 4 fucking years. I've only just done it because now I'm like, all right, cool. There is only one Kim. But 4 years ago, I thought, nah, there's bare podcasts. Nobody wants to hear it. And it's like, it's hard sometimes to battle those voices, I think.
100%. All right. The next problem. I hate my mum's new husband, but I know my mum loves him. I'm grown now, so I feel like it's not my mum's job to worry about me anymore. Do I just keep it to myself?
That's a long day, man.
That's tough.
That's a long day. I wish this person gave us more context of why she hates him.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, I was thinking-
Like,
I was
why
thinking
do
the
you
same.
hate him? Like, do you just hate him because, do you know what I mean?
I think you're well within your rights to communicate that you're not a fan of him to your mum. Like, that's fine. But it's the delivery and how you do it. You can say, hey, like, I don't like him. You can like him, and that's fine. But
Yeah.
you're an adult and you're allowed to not like someone, and no one should convince you otherwise. Now, if it's because he didn't give you fish finger, grow up. But if it's actual like basis of a reason why I don't like him, so what? You can tell your mum, and it shouldn't also affect your relationship with your mum.
Yeah.
But it might, depending on what. But I think if you're gonna do that, you need to make peace in your mind that she might not act on what you said.
Yeah, that's
so like,
fine.
if you're gonna say your bit, just know that she might not act, or she might, probably she isn't. It's her husband. I just realized they're married.
Yeah.
It's
But
also
to
what
be
you say.
went.
What you saying it for?
Yeah.
Is it? It shouldn't be
Yeah.
to change
It
her
needs to be
opinion.
something.
And the man is the mum's new husband. Like, he's not come to be your dad. He's just come to be your mum's
Did you
partner.
say
So
they're
if
grown
they're
as
happy, yeah. If you're growing
Yeah,
up as
man.
Go fishing or something. I don't know.
I don't know why you said fishing.
Have you ever gone fishing with your mum?
No, like father and son type.
Oh,
fishing,
with
you
the
know.
dad.
with the new husband.
just try and bond
make
together.
the effort to try.
Yeah,
and bond with
try and bond
Yeah,
with
I
them.
hear that, especially if your mum
Go
is
to a pub or something, I
married the
don't know.
man. You
Watch a
should
football
try
game.
your best. Yeah.
Try.
You've
Depending
got to
on-
have tried first before you tell your mum.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
That's true. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that personally, but yeah.
Do you think it ever gets to a point in life where like you've reached a certain age and now your mom can go on and live her life separately away from you now because you're older now?
Yeah, now.
So do you feel like though, but your mum still would need to consider how you would feel about who she's married to, or where she's living, or where she,
I'd say not
like-
as much now because my mom don't live with her kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't really even have a say. I don't have a say. I don't live there. I don't live in that yard. So you do what you want to do. Obviously, I'll say my opinion, whatever. But I think you get to an age as a parent where when your kids go away, yeah, move out, whatever, you can actually have your life back. Because for so long, your life was being someone's mum. Now you're you again. You can go do what you want. So I'm always like pushing for my mum to be happy in her own right without her kids. Like, do what you want to do, darling. I'm over here. You're over there. Do you know what I mean?
I think in the UK, it's very much you're 18, or when you move out, for example, that's it. Like, my job as a parent is done. I don't think your job as a parent is ever done. Like, realistically, even if I'm married to someone, and that, for example, and we have children together, my children are still above you. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they're my children. So even if the children are now 30, you're my child. I brought you into the world, so I will always have a duty and a responsibility to make sure you're all right. Doesn't matter how old you are.
You never stop being a parent, but I think you get to a point where you don't have to consider your child for every single decision you make.
It's not your primary duty.
Like, I'm gonna make this decision for me.
It will actually play a part, but I noticed that you're putting yourself first at an age.
It's less like, what should I do for the kids? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
what should I do for me? And I think that's the shift, basically.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this week's episode. Comment below what you thought on the problems we discussed. And if you want to leave a problem yourself, click the link in the bio. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.